shot, second edge of shot in that verse 2. It says, then thou shalt understand that it's every same time. Not effectively, verse 1 is locked. Yeah, second edge of that verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, that should not the time diligent in itself without seeds and watching the signs pass, which I had told before. Second edge of that verse 2. Then thou shalt understand that it's at every same time we're in the heights, which the heavenly body how will begin to this the wars you made. Shalom, first and foremost, slightly of all praises and glory, and number 2, to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or called Kadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Bahashem, and the names of Hamashiach, Shai. Those are their true names in ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash, and talking us and walking to the original apostles, while I can walk on to Shalom. And this is a quick sit down lesson that I want to bring out the spirit of grace and mercy of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, his unbegotten Son, Hamashiach, Shai. On this Friday, August the 22nd, 2025, on this Friday afternoon, of the earthquakes in diverse places. And this is from the earthquake.us.gov. He had a total of 38 earthquakes reported from August the 21st all to August the 22nd. He had a 4.1 earthquake, and it's 39 kilometers north from San Augustine of Venezuela. That's it. And then you had a 2.8 earthquake in 2 kilometers east of northeast of that was in Puerto Rico. I think that's correct. Then you had a 4.4 earthquake, 167 kilometers east of Pasadena, north Russia. And it was, as of yesterday, it had a 6.0 earthquake in Russia. So most likely it was the aftershock of that earthquake over that Russia. And then you had a 4.8 earthquake recorded 272 kilometers south and southeast of Argentina. And I believe that was the same area yesterday got hit with that 7.5 earthquake. So most likely that was an aftershock of that earthquake in that region. You had a 3.4 earthquake recorded in Stella, Puerto Rico. That was a 3.4 earthquake. And then you had a 2.9 earthquake in San Antonio, Puerto Rico. Then you had another one that was a 4.3 earthquake. And you had a 4.8 earthquake in Russia, Peninsula. Then you had a 4.9 earthquake in Russia, Peninsula, same region. And then you had a 4.9 earthquake in the Drake Passage. That was the aftershock of that earthquake of that 7.5 over there in the Drake Passage between the borders of Argentina and Chile. When they had that large earthquake as of yesterday, that was a 7.5. And it was the same. And that was the same area earlier in March that had that 7.4 earthquake. And then a couple of months later, that was a 7.5 earthquake in that same region in the Drake Passage between the borders of Chile and Argentina. That was they had a 4.9 earthquake. That was the aftershock of that earthquake as of yesterday. And then you had a 5.4 earthquake. And Shalom to the Architects in the comment board. And Yahweh Shemar Shalom, rock about to your household. And I say Shalom. This is a 5.4 earthquake, 38 kilometers east of northeast of Portobello, Venezuela. And then you had a 4.3 earthquake. That was 1 kilometer east to northeast of Turkey. And then you had a 4.4 earthquake in south of Fuji Islands, 2.8 earthquake, 2 kilometers of Taliban, Puerto Rico, 4.4 earthquake, 19 kilometers southwest of Andicho, Peru. And then you had a 5.0 earthquake in the Caribbean Islands of Brazil, 4.8 earthquake recorded 220 kilometers east and south area, of course, of Russia. 4.4 earthquake recorded 140 kilometers west of northwest of Chile. 4.8 earthquake recorded 5 kilometers north of northwest of St. Louis, Philippines. 2.9 earthquake recorded 46 kilometers west of northwest of Portugal, California. 3.8 earthquake recorded 0 kilometers north of northwest of San Jose, Costa Rica. 4.5 earthquake recorded. You got 4.5 earthquake recorded 29 kilometers south and southeast Siberian from the Krusty for Russia, 3.5 earthquake recorded, 165 kilometers northeast of Latu of Alaska, 4.5 earthquake recorded, that was about 4 kilometers northeast of San Antonio, U.S. of origin. I think that's Dominican Republic. Yeah, 5.2 earthquake recorded, 6 kilometers west of Yongzhou, Taiwan. 4.6 earthquake recorded, 189 kilometers south and southeast of Valley, China, Russia. 3.9 earthquake recorded, 25 kilometers southwest of now of the Dominican Republic. And they had a 4. And then you had a 5.0 earthquake in Drake, Texas. That was another aftershock because you had 2 aftershocks, a 4.9 and a 5.0 earthquake in Drake Passage over there in Argentina. As of yesterday, that was a 7.5 earthquake. And then you had a 5.3 earthquake 36 kilometers south of Mount Lock, Obama. And then you had a 2.5 earthquake 18 kilometers west of Anchor Point, Alaska. You got 5.1 earthquake, Drake Passage. They had large 7.5 earthquake hit over there, the southern Drake Passage between the borders of southern Argentina and Chile. Yeah, this is the second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 2 from the Apocryphal books and the Holy Scriptures and reads. It says, then thou shalt understand, it is at every same time where in the highest will begin to visit what you made. Right, so we're going to see the Heavenly Father business earth with these earthquakes. Hey, Shalom, Rebecca. Hey, how about you? Shalom, about you, yours, my sister. And the brother playing up on the table. Shalom to you. Hey, how about you? Shalom, about you, yours, household. I say, Shalom, how about you? Shalom, about you. Yep, second address, chapter 9, verse 2. Then thou shalt understand. Yep, it says, then thou shalt understand. It's at very same time, working the highest, which is Yahweh, will begin to visit what you made. Right, so let's see the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, the true creator of the heavens and earth, visit this earth now. So these are earthquakes and various places. This is second address, chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, men shall be seeing earthquakes. And of course, with glory. Right, so that's the key word, earthquakes. Right, so I see earthquakes in various places, earthquakes in diverse places. So, especially on an everyday basis, we're going to see the high magnitude of the earthquakes in diverse places. And this is the book of Luke. Yep, this is the book of Luke 21. Yep, this is the book of Luke, the Gospel of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11 reads, it says, a great earthquake shall be in diverse places. Right, so you're going to see great earthquakes in diverse places and famines, because they say it has something to do with climate change, the heart machine, Esau tamper with the weather, climate change, Mother Nature. But at the end of the day, we give 100% full credit to the Heavenly Father visiting this earth with these earthquakes in diverse places. Because he spoke about these signs from the days before the beginning, just like Yahushua spoke about these birthday signs before he makes return. Yep, it says the great earthquake shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and 50 size of where sign shall be heavy. Right, so the increase in 50 size of where sign shall be heavy. Moderate famines, moderate pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. On top of that, well too. So with that, this was just a quick sit-down lesson that I want to bring out the spirit of mercy of Yahweh Yahushua and Shalom to the and Shalom to the Akim or Aqua that's in the comment board once again. So it's a lot for that. I didn't see that comment. I was able to see. So once again, Shalom to the brother playing on the table. Shalom to and Shalom to the Aqua sister Rebecca. And how about you? Shalom to your household. And say Shalom to the Aqua. Akim too. And how about you? Hey, so with that, I'd like to give praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his only son, Bahashem, and then Shakashah. Those are the true names of ancient Pelican people, lost one gospel to and the rock of to the elders and apostles for Akim. Until next time, I will say, Shalom.